Would you like to keep your Tel Var stones in a PvP area? This is the way I found that it works for me. I can even avoid dying in a battle if I think one's about to come on. A lot of times up here in Imperial City, they hunt in packs. And me, I'm a tank. So in PvE, I can handle a lot. But in PvP, I don't handle much at all. Also, this is a place if you're overland and you need to go get your armor fixed or go to the bank or something like that, you can just go here and get it done and then walk out the exit and you'll be right back where you were. Okay, so look, here is the passages where you can hunt for Tel Var stones. Now, unless you go far away from this area, you might not encounter any other PvP players, but there are some. There are some that want to get right up next to the door when you come out, and they'll want to kill you. So, don't have any Tel Var stones on you. Don't don't have any, because that's the only thing you can really lose other than your pride. So don't have any Tel Var stones on you. Make sure you deposit them in the bank. And then there's another way. Also, hopefully you'll watch the whole video. But what I do to avoid losing Tel Var stones is once I've collected enough of them, I queue up Cyrodiil, Blackreach. I queue up the one that I get to fastest. I want to get out of the Imperial City. I want to get out of either the sewers or I want to get out of, the top part of this, the where all the different areas are in the city. I want to get out of there with my Tel Var stones. And here's my rule. And you can have a different rule. This is just, I arbitrarily set this. So once I collect at least 100 Tel Var stones, I'm going to zap out of there and go to Cyrodiil. Then I'm going to go zap out of Cyrodiil and go back into the Imperial City. And it'll put me back down the sewers where I'm safe. Now, I'm up here on the top. And you can go do quests. This is not a bad way I found to do it. Now, they might fix it so you can't do this anymore. Now, you can't say I want to go to Imperial City and go back into the sewer. But you can say you want to go to Cyrodiil and then go back to Imperial City. And it will put you back in a safe place down there, in your base. Now, my quest is full, so I can't do this quest. Now, even if I get killed, I still yet won't have to redo that quest again. I'll just have to pick it up where I left off. But I don't really want to lose my Tel Var stones. And if I can help it, I don't want to die. So, I'm safe up here. I mean, there is a risk. But what are they going to take from me right now? I have no Tel Var stones on me. I'm not going to lose anything. So I might want to just go do the quest. Why not? Or just kill some of the... If you kill these monsters down here, you get Tel Var stones. For me, I only want to kill enough of them to get up to 100. And I don't want to be carrying around hundreds of Tel Var stones on me. Okay, so there are these bosses that go around in the city. Right down there is, I think, a player. I don't know if it was one of ours. I think it was. Now, I'm going to attack these guys. I run the risk of dying right now. Right now, another player could run up behind me and kill me. And they do. But I'm not carrying a phenomenal amount of Tel Var stones on me. But I can kill these guys from here, no problem. It's just, I'm a little slow. I'm slow because I'm a tank. Everything's in defense. But it doesn't really matter. My defenses matter none. None whatsoever. The game does not like tanks at all as far as PvP goes. And it's frustrating. I have no defense, as far as I can figure out, against PvP players. They just wait till I lower my shield or my block, and then they hit me. I'm going to try to attack them, so I have to do that. And my attacks are weak. So I'm running up. I guess you can sense my frustration in this. So I had to come up with some way to hang on to my Tel Var stones. The game cuts tanks no slack at all. And then they wonder why there's not a lot of tanks in it. Well, it's kind of obvious why tanks, a lot of us don't play PvP. why a lot of people don't play PvP. I play tanks because I like to get in dungeons and get my experience points. I like to help other people. Now this is a fellow player that's in my faction, or he'd probably attack me right now. He's 2,000 something, and I'd probably die really quick. I have nothing I can see. Like I have nothing much that I can hit him with other than Soul Strike, and I have some armor shielding, but you get around that by hitting me really hard. I don't know if the software developers ever thought about this, but it's a great disservice to tanks. We get nothing. And we don't have anything to attack with. And PvE, we serve a purpose. We're up there, and we go over and absorb damage. We survive, and the DP people, damage dealers, they go in there and they do damage to whatever it is. But in here, I don't know. It's just so frustrating. So if you're like me, you still want to do some of this in Imperial City, okay? And so I've come up with this method, which I'm going to show you, so you can keep your Tel Var stones. Also, don't go and get a whole bunch without dropping them off. So there's these world bosses that are here, and they're group bosses, and they're really hard. So you about have to join up with other people. You see sometimes a whole mass of players from one faction running through the city, and you're not going to stand a chance. And there might be some guild that decided to go through there and take every one of the world bosses out. And if you're just one player from another faction, they're going to mow you down. Now, I'm gathering up some Tel Var stones. Right now I've got quite a few. I probably could go, but I don't have 100 yet. I'm trying to do that quest. I'm over 100. Here pretty soon I'll be over 100. I am getting really close. I thought I was, but I'm not there just yet. I'm really close to it. So I'm soloing these in here, and I just went over 100. I should get out of there. Campaigns, Cyrodiil, Blackreach. Accept. Now somebody could kill me right in there before I get it. Now once I get to accept, they can't do anything to me. Now I have my Tel Var stones. I have my Tel Var stones. I'm going to go back to Imperial City. I could have gone to either one of them, but I like the CP one because I get to use my abilities. Okay, wasn't that cool? How many do I have? I have all my Tel Var stones.
It is the calm after the storm. We must pick up the pieces and continue, despite all.
Look, folks, I've got all my Tel Var stones. It didn't take but a couple of seconds. Zap out someplace else. Cyrodiil. I can't go to the Shan unless I use that teleporter that's in Cyrodiil, or I go out the exit here. So there's certain rules. You can't just now. If I wanted to find my way back, when I'm up in the Imperial City area, I have to go find a way to get down in there. I run the risk of running across some PvP players that just want to kill me because they're from a different faction. I get it. It's nothing against me. It's just that's what they do. But I don't want to lose my half of my. You'll lose half. You'll lose half your Tel Var stones. So let's say you're carrying 500. If you killed one of those world bosses with a bunch of people, it could be more than that. Here's the bank. Okay, you go to the bank. You go to deposit currency. There's your Tel Var stones. I deposited them all. They can never get those Tel Var stones from me. I just cheated them out of it. I can go back up, and if I get killed the second I step off from this thing, there's nobody going to get my Tel Var stones that I earned. Yeah, they can kill me. Big deal. I don't care. Maybe it'll give them some Tel Var stones, but it won't be mine. I can go down here and go back to where I was with the quest, too. You see, you're not losing anything. Not a thing. Now you get sloppy. I'm going to show you what happens if you don't. Now, you can get sloppy and get killed. But if you're not carrying a lot of Tel Var stones, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just not. You just have to let them just kill you. So here's some monsters. See, they're not really a problem. It's the players. So I think there should be an option. This is just my thought in here where you either want to be PvE or you want to be PvP. I think you should be able to be PvE in here and just have elected not to attack other players. But no, it doesn't give you that option. You have to be PvP. And yes, I understand. There's all the PvE areas. There's a lot of them. So it's maybe too much. They're just never going to let us have this. Because I'm not a PvP player. I don't get anything out of being part of a group that wipes out other people. The monsters, yeah, that's part of the game. So, and there's probably people like me that feel this way. I mean, I just don't want to be attacking other real people in the game. I'd rather be attacking the monsters the game makes. Now, I think there are some players down there. I don't know if they're our players or not. They can't do anything to me up here. But I'm trying to stay hidden. Even though I try to stay hidden, I really am terrible at staying hidden. I am not good at it. But I have no Tel Var stones. So if they kill me, there's no loss. Kill away. Just do it. Like I said, I'm a tank. I don't hit hard. And I have to let down my defenses to even attack. And then they can just murder me. I do have Soul Strike, but it's an ultimate. A lot of PvP players do that much damage on their regular strikes. So I'm going over here, and it looks like this guy up here who's on my side has just conquered all of this and beaten some people. Well, that's great. That's great. He's a PvP player. I'm not one. So people out here watching this, bear with me. I'm going to show you how to do some more of this stuff. I'm going to show you how effective it is, even when you're being attacked. Now, he wanted to just sit there and wait for more people to come, but being that I'm not a PvP player, as in wanting to attack other players, I didn't want to do that. I mean, that would make me as like the ones that want to attack me. So, I'm out here trying to do that quest. And these right here attacking me, they're part of the game. So you could be fighting these guys and a bunch of people come up and murder you while you're doing it. So, you know, there's no guarantees that you're going to get through this. Right here's a part of my quest, but you can't do the quest till you get rid of the non-player characters that are attacking you. Now you can go do that part. So, I'm feeling good. I'm going to go try to do some more of the quests. Gotta do this. And those are attacking me. I'm fine with fighting them. Notice, I have no real worries about the NPC bad guys in this. And maybe the bosses, because they're pretty tough. Yeah, the bosses can kill me. They're tougher than the overland bosses. Way tougher. They're like really tough group bosses. You can get instantly killed. Plus, even if I don't just die right away, like I said, being a tank, I don't have anything I can actually hit anybody with. Unless I get Soul Strike worked up, and it does 40-something K. But that's still going to take a while. It's an ultimate, and I have to get it worked back up. Using usually to where it can go off. Using this Vampire Drain, usually because it does the most to bring that all the see it brought it all the way back up again. I'll probably use it on one of these guys. I mostly probably need to save it. I need to save it. Oh, I have 100 something of them. But you see, I want to get this quest. And I'm going to try to do something here that's stupid. See, I should leave. I should leave. I'm trying to do something. I'm seeing... Well, I think I'm going to do it. Let's go. I canceled it. Because I wanted to see if I could go to Imperial City. You can't. It won't let you. Because you're already in Imperial City. If you're already in Imperial City, you can't go. You can't go to a place you're already at. I'm going to see if I can go to it with this one. It won't let me. And while I'm standing here, being a total doofus, I'm going to get attacked here soon. I'm going to try to hide. It's not going to work. You see, there's people out here, and all they want to do is kill other players. It's their thing. And so they come in and they kill me. You see, you have to watch for that. I probably should have went to Cyrodiil. If I had gone to Cyrodiil, I would have lived through it. I lost half my Tel Var stones, which was 100. Whose fault is that? It's mine. Mine completely. But I come back and do the quest. You see, I didn't have to lose those Tel Var stones. I know how to not lose them. Now, I don't have 100 Tel Var stones on me now. I mean, that is an arbitrary number that I made up. I could say 30 Tel Var stones or 500 Tel Var stones or whatever number. But I said to myself, I'm going to set this at like 100. That's a nice amount of Tel Var stones. Maybe not for some other people, but for me, I'm saying if I do that 10 times, that's 1,000 Tel Var stones. 5,000 Tel Var stones will buy you a Hakaji rune. Oh, there's a chest up there, but I didn't see it. And now look, this up here, it's just sitting here. Nobody's doing anything with it. Except these guys. Well, I'm just now seeing them and they wiped me out. And so I got killed again. My fault completely. I should have looked for them. I didn't see them. They're using one of those vampire skills where they're cloaked. I have vampire skill, but mine is vampire drain. I don't really want to be cloaked. I don't need to be cloaked. Now I'm going to go down here. Alright, I'm now back down in Imperial City sewers. I don't have 100 Tel Var stones on me. Even though there's a bank there, I don't have them. So I'm going to pick up that quest though. Look at this. I got a reward for doing the quest up top. And I got a merit And I think I also got a bunch of Tel Var stones. Well, I know what to do with those. Put them in the bank. See how the screen lit up? That is a significant number of Tel Var stones. So you can do the quest up top, and be careful if you think if you have 100 Tel Var stones or whatever number you set, then just teleport out of there. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Cyrodiil, and then I'm coming right back down here, but they put me back in a safe area. I have no wishes to do any siege running in Cyrodiil right now. I mean, I've done it, but I usually end up at... I'm terrible at it. I end up at castles where there's nobody at but me. Or I wander into where there's a whole bunch of other faction players near their castle. Now look, this is where I get, I think I get stupid. I see one of my fellow players down here fighting two guys. Well, I'll try to help out, you know, and there is an old axiom to everything. And the axiom is, no good deed goes unpunished. So if you go down there to fight, I chose to do this, and I am going to get wiped out. This is why I don't do PvP, and this is why I don't go to Imperial City a lot. The game is not fair to tanks. And if you think it is, well, you've done something I haven't done. And good on you. Good on you. You're probably thinking, well, he's the dumbest tank ever. I totally agree. I sometimes randomly push buttons and I wave the sword around like an idiot. But I'm trying to learn and get better, okay? I'm wearing Crimson Twilight and as sword, shield, amulet, and rings. And I'm wearing a Legion plate for my body armor and Mighty Chudden. These pretty good protection, I think. And it works great on the NPCs down here, but it's not worth anything trying to protect you from the PvP DP players, because they hit really hard, some of them. I don't. So if you're in the boat that I'm in, you'll understand. I think that was maybe another faction. I think he hit me with a lightning. I'm looking back at him. I'm thinking, did he just attack me? I didn't really want to attack him. See, I'm not attacking anybody. Hey, there's a chest. But I can't just go and pop the chest, because I have to fight these guys first. Now let me tell you, I never fall asleep up here in Imperial City like I do sometimes playing PvE. Because it's tense. That's the upside to it. It's exciting. And I can collect stones. Usually I just go down in the sewers and stay close to the base and watch for the Banner Lord. It's this guy with banners over his head, and he walks around and he's tough. I have killed him with other players' help. I may have killed him on my own, but it took forever because tank. But you can level good as a tank because nobody wants to be a tank hardly. Everybody wants to be DPS. Those are the glory. Those are the glory ones. You know, you get to fight as a DPS and you get to win, and it's great. But you're not standing there just taking abuse. Alright, so look, here's one that somebody took over and left. Maybe it was those guys that killed me earlier. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. Now watch this carefully, this part right here. See how that blue bar is going up? If I can just hold this long enough, I'll take it back for our faction. and they'll give me alliance points. Okay? Now watch. I'm swinging the sword around like an idiot, but I'm staying right next to it. You gotta stay next to it. It won't go up if you don't. And all the time, there are some PvP players out there wanting to get over here to kill me. For real. That's what they want to do. I just took this place. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here, and I need to get out of here now. Okay? I am queuing it. Oh, look, they're attacking me. They're attacking me as I'm queued it. And they can kill me, but look, if I get out of there, what just happened? I just teleported out. I teleported out as they were attacking me. Did you see that? Did you see that? Now, did I die? No. I'm here. It's safe. This is my base in Cyrodiil for my faction. Now I'm going to go to Imperial City. Oh, that was tense, okay? That was pretty tense. You do an accomplishment, you get out of there. It's my advice. Now, you do whatever you want to do. I don't. Now, I know it must be the opposite way. When I see him, I don't want to go that way, because I did that already and it didn't work. I go the opposite direction. Okay, what am I doing? I don't care how many Tel Var stones I got right now. I'm going to go and put everything in the bank. That was pretty awesome. Yes. I hope you would like that you like that. Now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I just showed a lot of people something they didn't know they could do. It's not a hack. It's not a glitch. It's a thing you can do, at least for now. Now, I could go, if I go out that door, I'm back where I started from. But let me show you an easier way to get hold of Tel Var crystals. Now, you got to watch. Now, when you first come out here, watch for PvP players that are hanging out near the door. I didn't see any, but that don't mean they're not there. I have no Tel Var crystals, so what are they going to get out of me? Nothing. That's my thought on it. That green mist, that is leeching clay. And the red mist that I let off, that is Crimson Twilight. It goes out, and if they attack me, and it attacks them, and I get healed for so many points. It's great. Especially for what I do, mostly PvE. But I'm making this, and also for like lower level players who don't want to just be murdered by PvP players. It's one thing if I was one of these people that wanted to go around and attack PvP players. But I'm not even one that wants to do that, really. I don't get any enjoyment in it. Some people do. A lot of people do. Not me, though. But I do want Tel Var crystals, though. Or stones, or whatever they're called. I'm probably calling them wrong. And down here, I'm being a PvE. Yeah, I'm doing what I was made to do. Kill monsters. Now, I think that's working out okay. I did see a Banner Lord, but he went around out into the next room. So, let's get rid of these guys. Sometimes there's a chest up here. I had to run up here to check for it. Now, can another player run in here from another faction and murder me? Yeah, but see, there a lot of times they're just running around in that above you, up in the city. Not down here in the sewers. So you're less likely to encounter them. Unless you go over there to where they're at, near their faction, where it opens up into the sewers. I don't ever do that. Because it's just like asking for a fight then. So if I went that way, I could probably find some. But the Bannerlord went this way. So if he's going around in a circle, he'll probably be over there. So I want to go where he went, and hopefully he's already gone past there. And that's a way to, I think that's White Gold Tower, maybe? Probably not. But it's, maybe I can open it, maybe I can't. I've got that ultimate, I might as well use it. Soul Strike, so let's use it. Let's get some more crystals. I hope you're enjoying my video. Uh, I showed you how to avoid getting killed in Imperial City. Look, that's the glow of a chest up there. Now I've moved quite a bit. Let's say you go way into the dungeon because you're just one of those people who just want to keep going. Way into the sewers. I just got a bunch of Tel Var stones. Now I could run back there. I could run back to the base. I'm not going to. No. I'm here now. I'm safe. Now it's time to go back to my base in Imperial City. And I'll be safe again. Now it's time to deposit those stones. I've been calling them crystals. I think they're actually stones, Tel Var stones. But yeah, you can buy stuff down here, all kinds of armor and jewelry, and you just have to gather up a bunch of them. And I think maybe today I've helped you, for some of you, to figure out how to do that without dying as much. And this is just because I've trial and error tried things. You know, sometimes I stay in Cyrodiil and I go look for delves. Or I do a quest and I look for a delve. Sometimes I actually go to the castles, keeps, different places, and I see sieges going on, and I'm like, man, I ought to do those things. And I don't. Sometimes I look around and I try to help. So basically, if you're doing a quest but you don't want to go back to town and you want to stay in the same place you are, where you were at in that quest. Now, if you're down in a delve, it'll put you back to the beginning of the delve. It won't put you back in, or some dungeon. It'll put you back at the beginning of the dungeon. Does that make? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense why it does that. Now, this is exiting. So when I exit, I was into Sean to start with, getting my horse credit for that day. Usually I start off with just carry because new characters need to carry a lot. And then I go to stamina and then speed. But yeah, I'm done.